determine if we have a quorum?
Well, Mr. Chair, this is my first time doing this, so educate me here if I screw this up, but Mr. Chair, we have six in attendance, one absent.
Okay, very good. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Board members have been given and are looking at the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Mr. Chair, so moved.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried 6-0. I should point out that Mr. Emmerich is at robotics practice. It's our first night of practice tonight, and he wanted to be there. So at this time, we will administer the recognition and oath for newly elected members of the board. And I'm going to ask that they stand up and meet me in front. And will any family members that are here come and join me, just like the House of Representatives?
Yes, just like Nancy Pelosi.
What am I doing?
You're
Hi.
sworn in again, yeah, so you're new, like,
Oh!
so you get to go.
We all have
What's, he's gonna, just chat, because he's newly elected.
Yeah.
Yep. Or re-elected, sorry.
Okay, ready? Photo op. Okay, please repeat after me. Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. That's all right. The Constitution of the State of Minnesota. The Constitution of the State of Minnesota. And faithfully discharge the duties of my office. And faithfully discharge the duties of my office. According to law and the best of my ability and understanding, so help me God. According to law and the best of my abilities, so help me God. Congratulations. Congratulations. Your mom's on the board. Congratulations. 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 Thanks to all. I think you're going to enjoy your experience on the board. I know I have, and I believe the other members have, and look forward to working with each of you. At this time, we will address the leadership structure for the 2019 school board. Excuse me. And we start with nominations for the office of chairperson. Are there nominations for the office of chair?
I nominate John Curry to be the chair of the school board.
Okay. Are there other nominations? Oh, wait, does that have to be seconded?
Not yet, you wait till the end, then you have a motion in a second to have that nomination.
Okay. Other nominations? Hearing none.
I'll take a motion to have John Curry as board chair.
I move to have John Curry serve as our chair for this 2019.
Okay.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstention, aye. Carries 5-0-1, correct? Okay. Nominations are now open for the position of vice chair.
I'll nominate Jason Ingebrigt for vice chair.
Okay. Are there any additional nominations? Hearing none.
Now you need a motion.
I'll make a motion for Jason Ingebrigt to serve as vice chair for 2019.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried 6-0. Now accept nominations for the position of clerk of the school board.
Mr. Chair, I nominate Chad Wolf.
Any additional nominations? And a motion.
I move that Chad Wolf be nominated as clerk for the school board.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried 6-0.
I abstain.
Oh.
5-0-1.
Okay, didn't give you a chance. Nominations for the position of treasurer.
I nominate Yvette Marthaler as treasurer of the school board.
Okay, further nominations? Seeing none, is there a motion to that effect?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstention?
Abstain.
I don't know if you have to do that.
It always goes back to the yes vote anyways.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. All those positions have been voted on and approved. At this time, we'll take a look at the school board schedule of meetings, which is in the packet. Is there a motion to consider these meeting dates and times?
So moved.
And is there a second?
I'll
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried 6-0. Okay, committee assignments. The board has received, I want to just pull them up here quick. A list of committee assignments, and my computer is not working. Sorry,
That's one.
that's last term.
Is that what you want? You want this year's?
Yeah. Okay,
Is that what you want?
all right. Did we get a motion to consider this item yet? Okay, is there a motion to consider the agenda, or the committee assignments?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
Okay, the discussion now, these will be improved, I assume it's okay that we approve these as one slate, okay? So the following have been nominated for these committees or appointed to these committees, depending on our action. Finance Committee will be Yvette, Chad, and Jason. Schools for Equity and Education would be John Curry. Insurance Committee, Chad Wolf and John Bellingham. Negotiations will be Chad, Yvette, and John Curry. Policy Oversight will be John Bellingham and Carolyn. Facilities will be John Curry, Chad Wolf, and Courtney. The Cooperative Agreements, Alexander Park, will be John Bellingham and Courtney. Ice Arena, Yvette. Soccer Committee, Jason and Chad. State High School League is Jason. Cannon Valley Special Education Cooperative is Yvette. Wellness Committee is Yvette and John Bellingham. District Advisory Committee, that's curriculum. It's Carolyn and Courtney. The Evaluation Committee of Superintendent Evaluation Committee is Jason, John Curry, and Carolyn Treadway. Community Ed Advisory Council is Jason and Courtney. And the Faribault Enrichment Education Program, that's a new committee working with FAPSETA, the scholarship fund, is John Bellingham. Any discussion on these assignments? Okay, hearing none, all
Well,
those.
I would just say for the record, Mr. Chair, I appreciate you reaching out to us ahead of time to review these matters and assignments and giving us the opportunity to look at these before we get to the meeting. It's greatly appreciated.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. I don't think anybody is so dedicated or enthralled with one committee that they wouldn't be flexible, so I appreciate everybody's willingness to be cooperative and to contribute. I don't know that the public realizes there are a lot of meetings during the month, and so it's an added duty for board members. So, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried 6-0. The school assignments, I think I know these. The school assignments will remain in effect. And with the, okay, is there a motion to consider the school assignments?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to consider the assignments, and they are Jefferson Elementary is Jason, Lincoln is John Bellingham, Roosevelt is Yvette, middle school is John Curry, high school is Chad Wolf, Area Learning Center is Courtney, and McKinley Early Childhood Center and ABE is Carolyn. Any further discussion about these assignments? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. School board salaries, is there a motion to consider the item of school board salaries?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Discussion. I'm going to suggest that the school board salaries be raised by $25 per month. It's been 10 years since there's been any increase, and in recognition of the time required, I believe some compensation is appropriate, and a slight increase is appropriate after 10 years. As I said, that's 1% compounded every decade. So I would make that motion. Is there a second?
Mr. Chair, so let me just ask from a, simply because I don't know this, a procedural standpoint, did we have a first and a second of what's in front of us?
We had
Or
a-
does that have to?
Yeah, this is probably
go
another
away
motion.
For your
I think
motion, or I'm not
Good
certain.
call, clerk, yes. I think I made a motion to
consider
consider
salaries.
salary.
The chair can move to amend. That could be an amendment to the motion if you so choose.
So make an amendment, then we have to get a second on that.
Okay, so I make a motion to amend the proposal to include an increase of $25 per month for school board salaries. That will raise the salaries from $250 a month to $275, and the chairperson from $275 to $300.
Correct. Yeah, but then you'll vote on the amendment first.
Is there a second to that?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carried 5-1.
Now you have to vote on the original motion that includes the amendment.
Okay. So now we vote on,
The motion to pay the board.
okay, so now we are going to approve the fact that the board will be,
That's correct.
okay. Is there a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Is there a second? I'll second.
Yeah. Did you get the motion and the second already? On the first one? Okay, so then you have to vote on it. I'm sorry.
We're
You're right.
voting
You
on
just
the
voted
voted
on
on
this?
amended
I
motion.
apologize. Yeah,
Okay,
you
all
just
those in
voted.
favor of the board salaries being set as we just amended at $275 for members and $300 for
Yep.
chairperson. All those, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Okay, so that is 5-1.
Yvette.
Did I say aye?
I think she wanted a yes.
I said aye. I didn't, maybe it's on my phone.
So that should be 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0. If you want to change, you're changing it too. Yeah, because he asked for those opposed, and then you said aye after that.
Sorry, I was
That's
slow.
okay.
You just didn't get it out quick
Didn't get out quick enough.
I
So
was
6-0.
slow.
Just
I
we
was
want to make
thinking
sure that
about
we get
it.
it right in the minutes. It's
Okay.
6-0
Okay,
for that.
Bottom
All right.
line, public, is that the
Yeah.
board just
Goodness,
approved
over $25.
No, you got it.
increased salaries
We are
$25.
thoughtful people.
Yes,
Let's
okay.
say that.
You got it.
Okay, we made that a little harder than it had.
We'll get it right in the minutes.
Yeah. Okay, consider approval of the business office resolutions for the fiscal year. And I understand there's a few of these.
Yes, there's a few of them, and Todd asked that I just give a real brief description as they come up.
So the first one is a resolution designating depositories, and this is simply the board designating which banks that we will hold our money. And the only change is that we replaced Wells Fargo with Citizens Community Federal as the board voted on at the last board meeting. The other banks, we have some investments, and the Minnesota Liquid Asset is where our state aids and property taxes are deposited.
Okay, is there a motion to consider the item just presented to us?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Is this one a resolution?
Yes, this is a resolution.
Okay, hearing no additional discussion, Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. John Bellingham,
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier,
Aye.
John Curry,
Aye.
Jason Engbrecht. He is not here. Yvette Marthaler,
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway,
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, passes 6-0.
Thank you.
The next one is simply designating the Faribault Daily News as our official publication.
Motion to pass the resolution as proposed.
And is there a second?
I'll second. Well, good.
Oh,
Doesn't
go
matter.
ahead.
Wherever you want.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
So,
Hearing-
Mr. Chair, I just want to get this correct. On my resolution record here, Kathy, this is showing 1901 to 1908 all as one, and we're taking these individually?
I didn't know they were gonna be
Yeah, so,
broken out, so.
you just
I'll
want me to
get you
keep
another
going?
sheet. Just keep going.
Okay.
Yep,
we'll do
we'll-
the
And we
sheets.
should consider them individually?
And
Yeah,
not
we
all?
wanted to consider them individually so we could explain each of those to the board members, so.
Okay, I'll just keep changing these on here,
Yeah.
that's fine.
And I'll get you another sheet when you get it.
Now we have, if you want to
Throwing
go
a curve
back.
to you here first.
Yeah, so if you want to go back and you want to consider all of them and then go back and do one full resolution, we could do it that way too. Either way is fine. We had originally talked about doing.
Yeah,
them
I mean,
each
otherwise I
individually.
can just go through and explain very briefly what they all are, and then you can just do all one resolution at the end.
We're technically 1/4 of the way through already.
Let's keep going.
Just keep going.
So we'll just keep going. Okay. So, so now you're voting on designating Faribault Daily News as the official publication.
Okay, I think it's been moved and seconded already. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by, oh no, is this resolution?
Roll call,
Okay.
resolution, yep, so roll call again. John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. 19-02 passes 6-0.
Okay, 19-03 is a resolution relating to authorizing use of facsimile signatures. So the board chair, the treasurer, and the clerk sign a form, and then that is what goes on our checks, so that they don't have to sign each check that we issue individually.
Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And a second? I'll second. Any further discussion? Mr. Clerk?
Roll call. John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, 19-03 passes 6-0.
Thank you.
19-04 resolution authorizing the payment of claims between board meetings. We run weekly check batches in order to make timely payments to our vendors, and then the board approves those once a month. And so this allows us to run weekly check batches rather than monthly.
And motion to consider this item?
So moved.
I'll second. Any discussion? All those in favor say, oh no, I'm sorry, resolution. Richard would have been in his glory.
You would have been loving this, yeah, yeah.
Roll call. John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, 19-04 passes 6-0.
Thank you.
Okay, 19-05, resolution combining the duties of clerk and treasurer in a single person and delegating certain duties to the Director of Finance and Operations. So this combines clerk and treasurer duties and allows the Director of Finance and Operations to perform some of those duties with certain exceptions as outlined in the third paragraph.
What does it mean to combine the clerk and treasurer?
Well, that's a very good question. These resolutions are just, you know, I know that they're just resolutions at school boards.
But it's still appropriate for us to have an officer.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yes, yes.
I think too is for the signature too, in case one is not there, you can use either one of those two as a designee for signing off on some of those documents.
Sorry, we should have a motion to consider this before I interjected my.
Motion to consider.
Okay,
And I'll second.
it's been moved by Yvette, I think, seconded by John Bellingham. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by, no, I'm sorry, resolution.
Resolution, Mr. Chair, 19-05, John Bellingham,
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier,
Aye.
John Curry,
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler,
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway,
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, 19-05 passes 6-0.
All right, three more. 19-06, resolution authorizing some petty cash funds. We do have 4 petty cash funds within the district, as you can see on the sheet here.
Mr. Chair, I just want to point out, I believe on our physical copy of our agenda, there's 2 1905s.
Yes.
One just has to be updated in 1906. And then I'll move for approval of 19-06.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor, oops, gosh.
Got 2 more to get that right.
That's why we're practicing.
I got 2 more chances.
2 more chances.
Roll call for 19-06, John Bellingham,
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier,
Aye.
John Curry,
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler,
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway,
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Resolution 19-06 passes 6-0.
Okay, 19-07, resolution authorizing the purchase, sale, assignments, and transfers of investments. So this authorizes the Director of Finance and Operations to purchase, sell, and assign and transfers investments within the provisions of Minnesota statutes.
Thank you. Is there a motion to consider this item?
Mr. Chair, I move resolution 19-07 investment resolution.
And is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Roll call. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
I will. John Bellingham,
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier,
Aye.
John Curry,
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler,
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway,
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, 19-07 passes 6-0.
Thank you. And
Okay, and then the last one, appointing responsible contract authority. So this authorizes the superintendent and the Director of Finance and Operations to lease, purchase, and contract for goods and services within the budget that has been approved by the school board.
thank you. Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Yeah.
John Bellingham,
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier,
Aye.
John Curry,
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler,
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway,
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Resolution 19-08 passes 6-0.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Next item is item I, and it is the approval of the local education LEA representative. This is just an action item. And this one, is this the one that approves?
Ryan Kruminga, yep.
Yeah, technically this approves Ryan to act on our behalf with the curriculum matters. Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried 6-0. Item J, approval of resolution 1909, designating Todd Sesker as the identified official authority for Minnesota Department of Education's secure websites This isn't a resolution item. Is there a motion to consider it?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
It's a
Oh,
resolution.
sorry.
This is a
That's
roll
right.
call.
Well, you threw the one in there that didn't need it.
All right, roll call for 19-09. John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, resolution 19-09 passes 6-0.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask, but why didn't that other one, why didn't that a resolution?
You don't, you just have to designate, and in this case, we already have, in our, policy that the curriculum director is the LEA for that. We just have to tell who that LEA person is.
Okay, give me another chance here. The next item is approval of resolution 1910, the LEA representative for Title III Improvement Plan, and I believe this is Sam Oak.
That's correct.
Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, resolution 19-10 passes 6-0.
Thank you. Item L, consider approval of giving the board chair authority to contact the school district attorney of record for consultation and information. This is an action item. Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Although hearing none, all those,
Resolution.
Nope, this is just action.
action, okay.
sorry.
Yep.
This is tricky business.
Hmm.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Item M, consider approval of resolution 1911, establishing combined polling places for multiple precincts and designating hours during which polling places will remain open for voting for school district elections not held on the day of a statewide election. It's a resolution. Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
And just for clarification, polling places for this calendar year, 2019, have been determined and approved by the board in December.
That's correct.
This item approves the polling places for 2020
Correct.
calendar year.
Yep, and
Okay.
so we're gonna just, as a habit, put this on
Ahead of.
our organizational
So it's
meeting.
annual.
Yep, so we won't have to do this again in December.
Okay, all right. And the polling places again were Our Savior's Lutheran and the Fairgrounds
Yep,
and Washington.
yep,
Did I miss one?
Buckham,
Buckham.
In the
Okay,
4-H building at the fair.
yeah, fairgrounds, yep.
okay.
Yeah, he was.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Oh,
It's a resolution.
John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, resolution 19-11 passes 6-0.
All right, item N, consider approval of resolution 1912, directing administration to make recommendations for reductions in programs and positions and reasons therefore for fiscal year 2019, 2020. This is a resolution. Is there a motion to consider this item?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
Okay, in ways of discussion, this is a standard policy. Districts are required to do this even if they don't plan to make reductions. And whether that happens or not will be considered as we go forward. Any further discussion on that item? Mr. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
John Bellingham.
Aye.
Courtney Cavalier.
Aye.
John Curry.
Aye.
Yvette Marthaler.
Aye.
Carolyn Treadway.
Aye.
Chad Wolf, aye. Mr. Chair, resolution 19-12 passes 6-0.
Okay. Is there a motion to reconsider the election of the chairperson given his ineptitude in determining and seeing whether there's an R or not on my screen.
No.
There's no second to that? Okay. Anything else, as long as we're here?
Nope, that should be it. Next board meeting is January 28th. Yep, so.
Okay.
should
How
be all
about new
set.
members? Any comments?
This was easy tonight.
Just really glad to be here.
Okay. All right, great. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And is there a second? Second. I want to get out of here.
Second.
Is this a resolution?
It's not a resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Meeting adjourned.